welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Danya. Let's take a look at the top stories first. JC ILPS Students Wing resumes intense agitation for ILPS. Police fire tear gas shells to disperse agitators. And no development can be brought about if road connectivity is bad, says Chief Minister O. Ibobi. The news in detail. A large number of students under the Students' Wing of Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System, JC ILPS Manipur, today resumed agitation demanding implementation of Inner Line Permit System in an intense manner. Police resorted to firing tear gas shells in an attempt to disperse the agitator students. A large number of students came out on the Tidim Road toward the Raj Bhavan in the noon. Police tried to stop them from proceeding further at some points of the Tidim Road. Clash erupted between the police and students. The students overcame the resistance of the police and reached the gate of the Raj Bhavan, where they staged a sit-in demonstration. They shouted slogans demanding implementation of ILPS at the earliest. Soon, a large team of police rushed to the spot and drove away the students. The police pushed them back up to Keshampad Junction. Some students started hurling stones toward the policemen there. Police also resorted to firing tear gas shells. One gypsy vehicle of police was damaged and some other vehicles which were coming on the road were also damaged in the incident. Some of the agitators were seen pulling down the colored festoons and posters erected in the median to welcome tourists and beautify the road and set them on fire. The clash between the students and the police lasted for about an hour, during which the traffic remained disrupted. Some students and policemen are reported injured in the clash. Development cannot be brought about if the road connectivity is not good. Road connectivity is the backbone of a society. This was stated by Chief Minister O. Ibobi while speaking at the inauguration of Haingang Awang Lekai Bridge at Achan Bigai today. The Chief Minister also inaugurated the newly constructed Thumbuthong Bridge. The Haingang Awang Lekai Bridge was constructed under the supervision of State PWD at an estimated cost of 6 crore 4 lakh and 26,000 rupees allocated under the Special Plan Assistance. Works Minister K.H. Ratan Kumar, MLA Nongthombam Biren, Additional Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore and Chief Engineer of PWD L. Lokendro were the other main guests at the inaugural function. Construction of the bridge over Imphal River was started in January 2012. The bridge was inaugurated about 3 or 4 months ahead of the scheduled time. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Nongthombam Biren said, "A lot of changes and development have taken place in Haingang Assembly constituency during the last 10 years under the guidance of the Chief Minister." He further drew the attention of the Chief Minister to start constructing the Koirengai Bridge, Suspension Bridge at Kairang Muslim, Haingang Mayai Lekai Bridge, etc., which have been included in the work programs. He also urged the Chief Minister to try to complete the development works at Ibudhau Marjing Polo Sanctuary as soon as possible. Chief Minister Ibobi said, be it law and order, health sector, education, power or whichever sector, if the road connectivity is not good enough, no development can be brought about. Therefore, the road communication is essential in making a developed society. He expressed pleasure over the completion of the bridge 3 or 4 months ahead of the given time. He further said, Ibudhau Marjing Polo Sanctuary at Haingang will be developed as a tourist destination. He appealed to the people of the area to extend cooperation when more land is required for the purpose. More than 10 foreign countries are going to participate in the international polo tournament to be held as part of the Sangai festival. As Manipur is the origin of polo game, many polo playing countries like to come to the state. Plans for developing grazing ground for the ponies at the sanctuary and construction of veterinary hospital for the ponies are in the offing. As such, land would be required. The site will be developed in an eco-friendly manner that will attract the tourists most, Chief Minister Ibobi said.
Public Works Department paikhatliba lambi thong maruina thong sing haiba tare. Masi akhoi samaj sigi yanglen saru oiba haiba tare. Saukhatpagi like shu tamba hairo aduga health sector da hairo ana layeng bagi hairo pumnamak singse saukhatpagi yanglen saru oiba economy development ase connectivity se masi phatragadi अखोइगी अखोइना पामीबा पांदम सेन थुंगी अवस्था यामना थुंगना खुंजंग यांगना फगल हलिबा मयाम पुनमक्सिंगसे मसी ओइथोकबा ओइरो.
On the other hand, the newly constructed Thumbuthong Bridge was also inaugurated by the Chief Minister. Works Minister K.H. Ratan Kumar, MLA Elangbam Chand, Additional Chief Secretary O. Navakishore, Chief Engineer of PWD Lokendro, etc. were present. In connection with the World Heritage Week, the State Archaeology organized an essay writing competition on the topic Relevance of Heritage, Sites and Monuments in the Present Society of Manipur at Kangla Hall today. Students from class 9 to 12 participated in the competition. Superintendent of State Archaeology K. Dinamani said the competition was held with an objective of making the students aware of the ancient heritage, sites and monuments. In today's national and international news, 5 bodies including that of an 18-month-old infant were found at controversial Guru Rampal's ashram in Haryana's Hisar, where thousands of his supporters clashed with the police on Tuesday and used bombs, stones and gunfire to try and stop his arrest in connection with a murder case. 63-year-old Rampal, an engineer turned guru, has been charged with sedition and rioting, the police said today. The bodies of 4 women were handed over to the police, who said a post-mortem will establish how they died. The police say an 18-month-old infant died of congenital jaundice. A 5th woman, a 20-year-old, reportedly had a heart condition and died in hospital. Rampal, who has been using women and children as shields, is believed to be inside the ashram with around 5,000 followers. The complex, spread over a 12-acre area in Barwala town, is built like a maze and has deadly traps within, the police said on Tuesday. Ordered by a court to arrest Rampal by Friday, the police have repeatedly warned Rampal's followers to come out before they storm the ashram again today to find the guru. A Cessna 152 training aircraft crashed at the Indoor Flying Club this morning. There were 2 instructors on board the plane and both are said to be seriously injured. They have been rushed to the hospital. Witnesses said the plane crashed near the boundary of the aerodrome around 11:30 a.m. It was not immediately confirmed whether it was taking off or landing. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that Fiji could serve as a hub for stronger Indian engagement with the Pacific Islands and acknowledged that Indo-Fiji relations have at times been adrift and that our cooperation should be much stronger than it is. Mr. Modi, the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Fiji in 33 years, also announced visa on arrival for Fijians. In his statement after talks with Fijian Prime Minister Bainimarama, PM Modi said he saw his visit as an opportunity to renew an old relationship and lay the foundation for a strong partnership in the future. PM Modi said he had very productive talks with his Fijian counterpart and complimented him for seeking to build an inclusive Fijian nation which guarantees rights and provides a life of opportunity and dignity to all its citizens. Both sides have agreed to consult more closely on international issues of mutual interest, including international trade, climate change, United Nations peacekeeping and UN reforms, he said. He said India and Fiji will expand their defense and security cooperation, including assistance in defense training and capacity building. An 18-month-old baby has been allowed to spend 14 days in prison with his mother on humanitarian grounds. Jyoti, a resident of Haryana's Mahendragarh, was among the 6 candidates caught using unfair means in Sunday's clerk's grade exam conducted by the Staff Selection Commission (SSC). The accused were on Sunday kept in the lockup at the Kotwali police station before the hearing on Monday. During the hearing on Monday evening, Chief Judicial Magistrate CJM Pankaj Mishra rejected the bail plea of the accused persons and ordered that they be remanded to 14 days in judicial custody. As Jammu and Kashmir heads to the polls, the BJP's stand on Article 370 seems to have taken a backseat to see its campaign of Mission Kashmir 44 succeed. The BJP has seemingly eased its stand on scrapping Article 370 as elections draw near in Jammu and Kashmir, avoiding direct answers to whether it supports the repeal of the controversial act. So, has the BJP watered down its position on Article 370 just on the eve of the polls so as not to hurt its candidates in Kashmir, or is it contemplating a change in outlook? Is this a permanent departure from party's stated stand or just a temporary poll strategy to win the maximum number of seats in the state? Article 370 is a delicate issue in the valley. BJP candidate Hina Shafi Bhatt once said she will pick up a gun if her party ever scraps 370, but is now singing a different tune. President Barack Obama, who has ordered a comprehensive review of US policy governing efforts to free American hostages, still opposes the payment of ransoms, the White House said on Tuesday. Obama ordered the review last summer in light of the increasing number of US citizens taken hostage by the Islamic State and other terrorist groups. In recent months, Islamic State militants have beheaded 3 Americans. White House spokesman Josh Earnest told reporters that Obama felt a review was warranted by the increased number of kidnappings of Americans. And now let's take a look at the top stories once again. JC-ILPS Students' Wing resumes intense agitation for ILPS. Police fire tear gas shells to disperse agitators. And no development can be brought about if road connectivity is bad, says Chief Minister O. Ibobi. Thanks for joining us and do stay tuned for more updates.